Jess, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be continuing my series on Skincare 101, where I give you just basic understanding and information on the different skincare steps. And today's video is going to be on toners and kind of what they are and what to look for and what to avoid and my favorite products. So if you are interested in that, then keep on watching. So what is a toner? A toner is a pH balancing and skin softening solution that helps to prepare your skin for the coming on steps in your skincare routine. So that might be, a little bit different than our former knowledge of what toners were. When I was growing up, they were very much alcohol based and very stripping of the skin. But this is actually a step that's going to try to help repair your skin barrier and nourish it and hydrate it, and even an extra cleansing step to help remove anything that you may have missed in your double cleansing. Now you may be wondering, since we talked about cleansing already, isn't my skin already balanced? Isn't the pH already balanced? And it could very well be, but if you think about when you're washing your face with your water, whether it be well water or city water, the water's pH is actually on your skin and it could alter the skin barrier. And so this step of toning isn't necessarily a crucial step, but it is a step that is worth noting and worth looking into, especially because there are a lot of affordable products out there that can help to balance your pH and also soften your skin to prepare it for the coming ingredients, like your serums and your exfoliators and your oils, all of the really good things that are packed with a lot of great ingredients and that you want to soak into your skin. So that's kind of what you want your toners to do. So toners are different than essences, and they're also different than acid toners. Today we're just going to be focusing on regular toners that don't have chemical exfoliants in them, and that are also not essences, which are like a serum or that are usually just have more hydrating properties. So toners, you'll see they have more of a specific pH balancing, skin softening target solution. So what do toners look like? Well, they are a thin and watery consistency, and they can be applied either with a cotton pad, like you soak a cotton pad with the toner and swipe it over your face, or they also come in spray bottles so you can easily spray them over your face. So what should you look for in a toner? There are a lot of toners out there, and they vary in price and in kind of what you need. And so there are great toners at the drugstore and great high-end toners, but they all are supposed to balance your pH, and if there's any other added benefits, then you can decide if you want that. Sometimes in your skincare routine, you may just want something that will balance your pH, or you might want something that will add maybe another step of cleansing, or something that will bring calmness to an irritated face that may have just experienced like a mask or something that is a little bit harsher. You want to look for something that will suit your skin type. So if you have dry skin, you don't want to get something that's for oily skin, because they'll make it for a different pH balance. In general, you will want to choose something that says alcohol free on it, or that when you look in the ingredient list that there isn't any alcohol in the first 5 ingredients. But what is okay to see in the ingredient list is witch hazel and the fatty alcohols, which I'll post right here on the screen, because if I try saying them, well, it might not be very beneficial to you, and you can screenshot it and remember the alcohol names that way. So there are good alcohols. Skincare solutions use alcohols to help bind things together and to also create a way for a skin softening solution. So just know that when you see alcohol, it's not always bad, but we'll get into which ones are bad. So what should you avoid in a toner? Well, again, since we're just looking for a toner that will balance our pH and soften our skin, we're looking for something that isn't going to say a peel or like a chemical exfoliant. This step is not for that. We will get into chemical exfoliators in another video, but this is something that you want to make sure is more of a gentle formula and that doesn't say, you know, repealing or great for acne, because you don't want it to be super harsh. You're just wanting it to be as gentle, even sometimes that's soothing. You may see that there are chemical exfoliants like lactic acid or malic acid or glycolic acid way down in the ingredient list, and they may put that in there, especially lactic acid, because lactic acids can actually be really hydrating to your skin and as opposed to an exfoliator. So you just want to make sure in the first at least 5 ingredients that there aren't anything that are chemical exfoliators, BHAs, salicylic acid, glycolic acid, lactic acid, malic acid, all the different acids you want to kind of stay clear of. And I would also recommend that you stay clear of denatured alcohol or these alcohol names that I will put on the screen. Because in the olden days, or even when I was a teenager, we used to use things like sea breeze and different toners that would actually strip our skin of the oils and leave you feeling really squeaky clean. And I remember using those thinking I was doing a really good job for my skin, but that was actually destroying the acid mantle of my skin and I didn't realize it. And thankfully I didn't really have any bad repercussions because of it. But the alcohols in the skincare products will actually like dehydrate your skin and can harm it if you use it on a regular basis. So again, we don't want to see those in like the first 5 ingredients, because the first 5 ingredients are the bulk of what makes your product. You also don't want to see fragrance high up in the list as well. You may like to have fragrance in your skincare, and if you don't have sensitive skin, you may be able to use fragrance, but again, not in the first 5 ingredients, because that can really, over time, you can develop a skin sensitivity to it, and it's just not a good idea, so it's best to avoid those. So before I get into my favorite toners, I want to share with you my skin type, because that probably will play a factor into why they are my favorite toners. I do have normal to dry skin. It's more dry in the winter time. It can be a little bit drier. I can struggle with dry patches, but right now and with my skincare routines, I've been able to really stabilize and balance my skin out, and so I really just have normal skin. All right, now I'm going to share with you a few of my favorite products that I have tried. Obviously, I haven't tried them all. There are so many different toners out there, but these are the ones that I've tried and that I really like, and they also fit the criteria that I've been mentioning. So the first one I want to talk about is the Sun and Park Beauty Water. Even though it doesn't say toner in the name, it is a toner. And this is a deluxe sample size that I got in a Sephora Favorites kit. But it is a great toner. It's also, it cleanses your skin. You can use it, you know, as a cleansing step, but I use it as a toning step. And I love it because it has a witch hazel and rose water base to it, but it has a plethora of other like skin nourishing properties such as fruit oil extracts and herb extracts and just a lot of great ingredients in it. The ingredient list is very long, but it all checks out pretty well. This is great on dry to oily skin types, and you can find it on any K-Beauty website that offers it or Sephora. The next product I have is this Indie Lee CoQ10 toner. And this is a really great nourishing toner. I like this. It brightens, it nourishes, it calms, it soothes, and it also balances your skin. I love using this after a mask because of that. Like if I have like either an exfoliating mask or any type of mask that I put on, I like to use this afterwards just to help calm the skin a little bit. It has cucumber in it and hyaluronic acid, CoQ10 obviously, and a lot of other great ingredients in it. So like I said, this calms and hydrates, and it's just great for I would say dry to normal skin types. Combination oily, I don't know. I kind of think that it might be a little bit too nourishing, a little bit too much thicker, like hydrating toner for that skin type, but it might work. But I definitely recommend it for dry to normal skin. And you can find this on dermstore.com. I actually was able to get this with a coupon, or I believe Indie Lee's website. And this is like a smaller brand that I've actually talked to her on Instagram. Really great, very neat company. This product is someone that you can find and that you've probably been able to find for a long time. And this is the Thayers Witch Hazel. And this is their rose petal formulation. So this has witch hazel and rose water in it, and it's a really small ingredient list, And I would say that this is just good for balancing. I wouldn't say it really adds any brightening or any other added benefits, but if you're looking for a toner that will just help balance your pH, then this is a great toner. It is good for, I would say, normal to oily skin. I think it might be a little too drying for dry skin. All right, let's move into some sprays. The first spray I have here is the Andalou Naturals Clementine C Illuminating Toner. And it has a longer name than that, but that's all I'm gonna say. I believe they've repackaged it since I bought it, but this is actually one of the oldest toners I have. Even it's not expired, but I've had this for quite a while. And I really love using spray toners for the morning because it's just a really quick step. It helps to, you know, when you just spray it all over your face and you're done, you don't need to get a cotton pad and soak it and swipe or anything. You just kind of saturate your face with it. I would say that it definitely brightens, hydrates, and balances my skin, and I think it's good for dry to oily skin types. Although if you looked on the website, it would say normal to oily skin, but I have used it on my dry skin in the wintertime and it still works great. So you can find this on Vitacost. You can find it, I believe, at Ulta and other stores. Even your grocery store could possibly have this brand. The last product I have is the Acure Facial Toner. I believe it's a different name, like Radically Rejuvenating Facial Toner or something. They've repackaged since I bought this, but now it's still in a spray bottle, and this is a great toner. It has witch hazel and rose water in it, and it's all organic. It has a really small ingredient list, and I would say it's great for balancing your skin. Nothing, like kind of like the Thayers, I wouldn't say it really does much more than balances your skin. Or if you do wet a cotton pad, it probably, you know, you can cleanse your skin as well a little bit. So it's a great simple toner. Great organic ingredients, and I do recommend it for balancing your pH. And I would also say that this is great for normal to oily skin. I would think that it's a little bit too drying for dry skin types. So maybe if you do have dry skin, you want to give it a try, keep your receipt, but yeah, I would say that this is great for normal to dry skin, and you can find Acure, I believe, on Ulta's website, and if not, I'll link other places down below for you. So those are all the products that I have right now that I've been using, but I also wanted to give an honorable mention to Paula's Choice toners, because I have used Paula's Choice toners in the past, but I've only used them in the small sample packs that you get about like 2 to 3 uses out of them, but I've really enjoyed them. I've had a couple packs of like the Earth Balanced one that they have. Like, it's nourishing, it's almost a little bit thicker than a normal like really watery consistency, but that one was really great. And I do just like Paula's Choice because it's really easily spelled out for you online. So if you have oily to combination skin, then you just get the toner that's fit for you there. And dry skin, they have a toner for dry skin, you know, so I definitely recommend checking out Paula's Choice. I would recommend getting a couple different things, you know, the cleansers or the serums, and so that way you can save on shipping. But they always have coupons, so look out for that. And again, I really have enjoyed a couple of different toners that I've used from them. Last product I want to mention is the Missha Time Revolution Essence, or it's called an essence, but it's a toner as well. And this has fermented ingredients in it, and it's just a great brightening, balancing, and soothing toner, and it has a little bit of the chemical exfoliants that I mentioned, you know, previously about what to kind of avoid, but it has them in the like lower in the ingredient list, and so it doesn't really exfoliate your skin. It's just in there, I think, to clean it a little bit more. So you can use the toner as a cleanser, but I recommend that. You can find it on Amazon and other K-beauty websites, and I think it's great for dry to oily skin, so it kind of covers everything. So that's everything today that I had to share with you about toners. If you have any questions about anything that I've mentioned or anything I may have left out, please leave them in the comments below, and I would love to answer them to my best ability or direct you to somebody that may know even more about them. I'll also link some of my favorite videos from other YouTubers in the description box that have also done a great job at explaining toners. So I will leave those in the description box below. And also, if you are interested in more information, I will definitely be going into more detail on what essences and chemical exfoliants and all the different skincare steps after this step. So if you are interested in those, then please subscribe so you don't miss that. And with all of that said, I hope that you have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye. channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Skincare 101 toners.
I can't get this intro.